I don't know. It's a hard thing to skate. Yeah, bump to bars are not an easy thing to just put down your trick immediately.
It's 11 at night. We're drenched in sweat, but we were on some brother shit.
I mean, that Knibbs can bail with the best of them. Like, there were some attempts where it's like I thought his heels were gonna catch. Like, he was like doing a really good job of not getting hurt.
So midway through February, we flew to Tampa, Florida.
Yeah, I think it mostly centered around Tampa Pro and Knibbs going pro. I remember Mario did this backside flip over this hubba, and we were kind of like rushing to get to Ryan Clemens' house.
I believe it was Thursday. It was Tampa Pro. I thought it was a little fishy that all my friends were there, and you guys sidetracked me with skating the contest. And then, yeah, Scotty called me and Clemens up onto the stage saying that we won. And then you guys surprised me with the pro boards, which was amazing. My family was there, all my friends were there.
I was like, this is rad. Like, we're in Florida and we're in his home city in Tampa. And then the first day of the contest was the next day.
It was my first, like, as a pro, skating a pro contest. It was also Fabiana's first pro contest. So it was us three. We were like, it was our first pro debut contest, I guess, if you want to call it that.
I remember Knibbs being a little hungover on the first day, as he should be. Be a little upset if he wasn't.
It was a very celebratory weekend.
And then we drove from Tampa after the contest to Miami.
And started our whole trip there.
And I think we only ended up staying 3 or 4 nights.
Yeah, once we got there, we had the Fuens, the Miami legend, Danny Fuenzalida. Having him there too, it was just easy to navigate.
We were going there mostly for Knibbs and Mario to get some clips for Till the End Volume 5 because they were working on video parts for that. We were lighting up spots, which we don't do all the time.
We were skating till like 1, 2 in the morning, I'd say, every night that we were in Miami.
Because it was super hot during the day, so that was kind of the best time we could skate was at night.
Eating our dinner at like 2:30 in the morning. Shout out that sandwich spot that was always open. What's the name of it?
Les Sandwicherie. Okay, that was it, yeah.
Y'all held us down.
Yeah, we were just skating pretty hard for those 4 days though.
We were just there strictly handling business, no filler, nothing. It was like only landing the best shit we could.
I think Monday night was the night me and Mario started skating that bump to bar.
I didn't know this until we got to the bump to bar, but apparently Knibbs had left his board at the North Miami Banks.
We went there for me to check that out. It wasn't really working the way I thought it would with the trick I wanted to do.
K-White came through and like just randomly was at the same spot right after we left.
So we're in Miami and we're on a completely separate skate trip than Jereme and everyone else. As I go through the gate, I see a board and I flip it over and it just so happened to be Jereme's.
Because it was a Jereme Knibbs board. He just figured it was his. It's so funny. He FaceTimes Knibbs. He's like, yeah, I got your board. Like, we just showed up at the spot. Like, I guess we came right after you guys or something.
Knibbs at the spot, like in disbelief as anyone would be, like, nah, no way.
And he's like, that's not my board. I'm like, forgetting something? Like, for real?
Realizes he left his board and we're like, way like already at this bump to bar. Like, everyone's kind of warming up and like Knibbs is just like, ah, shit.
And then he's like, I'm gonna call you right back. Calls me back like, yo, I'm sending an Uber. Please, will you put it in the car for me? I'm like, yeah. Uber shows up right away, get the board in the car, get it to him.
If I remember correctly, I was skating it by myself for a little bit, and then the Uber showed up.
He pulls up, I grab the board out, I remember just walking back to the fence and just throwing down. I was like, dude, I'm either landing this or I'm eating shit. But I remember oiling the bump to our first try, and then the Lyft driver hanging out for like an hour.
You know, he was like extra ready to go because he knew he had messed up and left his board, so he had to like make up for lost time, and he was like right to it.
It's pretty damn perfect for what it is, you know? It's still a bump to bar, it's still pretty tall.
The challenging thing about it is there's a little bit of like this like kind of like S-carve you gotta take. But other than that, the proportions of it and just the amount of run up and like the ground, everything's pretty good.
Me and Mario battled that thing together for, I don't know, 3 hours straight. But yeah, I was really excited to skate that spot. That was probably the main thing that I wanted to skate in Miami.
Knibbs and Mario both tried their tricks for a really long time, I remember.
For me, like the trick that came to mind, I started trying Nollie Flip because generally people don't skate Nollie over bumps of bars. Yeah, and in the beginning it was Nollie Flip for me and full cab for him.
Just he'd try, I'd try, he'd try, I'd try. We're both getting frustrated. I remember telling him, like, I'm not gonna stop if you don't stop. Like, until one of us gets it, like, I'm not gonna give up if you don't give up. And we did exactly that. We both kept trying and kept trying. Hospital flip.
I have no idea what a hospital flip is.
I want to say maybe it's like it pops and it goes rocket, and then if you land on it rocket, you know, you rack your board, you'll have to go to the hospital. Cut to Mario's answer.
Yeah, I think like for a ton of the tries, like I was like accidentally doing like a Nollie Casper flip because like I would try to pop so hard with my front foot that my back foot, like I just completely forgot to flick. And it would flick a little bit, and then when I would bail, it would wrap around my foot, which is the scariest thing you want to do when you're not really trying to do that.
Nollie hospital flip.
It sucked. It was terrible.
I don't even know what a hospital flip is, dude. Yeah.
Like, you could totally land it, but like, that's not what I was trying to do. Any full cab trick over anything really, like, it's just so blind, and like, I don't know, there's just so many different variables to getting messed up, and I just remember that. Like, that's what hyped me up the most.
If you're there, you're kind of like on a cheerleader standpoint. Those are our homies, you know? You gotta support them, especially when they're trying their tricks. That's when they need it the most, you know? That's when they need to be encouraged. That's when they need the hype, you know, to give them that extra energy for the next try. And you full cab, that was awesome.
I somehow got lucky and landed the trick. Everyone stuck it out with us. Same way me and Mario stuck it out together, battling it, trying. They all stuck it out just mentally by hanging out with us. And then Mario ended up switching up the trick he was trying.
It was incredibly difficult. They were slowly and slowly getting there, but the problem with it is the more you skate it, the less pop you have because your legs start to get tired. I had no front leg anymore. That shit was long gone. Some were working, but it just was like still skating a bumps a bar nollie. Shit sucked. Love you all, seriously.
We all thought he could do it, you know? Like, he has the pop to do that, but like, it just wasn't really looking like it was gonna work. It's a lot of impact to be doing for 2 and 3 hours, you know?
He got his like 5th win of the night. Like, he just got energy again.
And then I was like trying super hard just because like he landed his trick, I wanted to like get mine, like maybe use that little momentum to help me out. And I kind of had that like little realization of like, all right, if I keep doing this, I'm just gonna be completely out. Maybe I need to rethink this. Maybe I gotta like do a trick that might help to get over the bar a little more, but still like a hard trick. I tried front big spin just to see. I was using my front foot so much and so much like leg power for the nollie. My back leg was still good.
Big spin was such a cool trick for that too. Like, you don't see people front big spin bump to bars ever. Like, that's pretty insane. And I think the first try, he got it fully over, like caught the front shove all ill, like spun the 182. I was like,
it was pretty much starting from scratch. Like, I was like almost not even tired when I started that trick. And then that still, like, mind you, took me like an hour. It wasn't like I just did it in 3 tries. I got close, I stuck a bunch of them, but like, it still took me a good hour. So I think total time, I was there for like 4 hours, like all together.
So epic. He went into athlete mode, it was cool. It was rad. Like, you don't see that type of thing every day.
That's what got me stoked the most, like the respect that everyone gave me for like trying, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't feel anyone was like bummed that I was trying. Like, it was just so much respect and love that I was just still going for it.
Popped the fuck out of it, over it, caught it, landed, and then we were straight to La Sandwichery.
It's something to see, to put it simply. You know, like, it's cool to watch those battles, you know, especially when it ends in victory. So it's always cool.
On a personal note, that shit sucked. Good bumps the bar, but I know how to pick them, don't I? I really do. That's what matters. I landed it, it's done, I don't have to go back.
Oh my god, dude, that was gnarly. How many hours? He skated for like 40 hours.
Yeah, that next day we woke up, me and Mario for sure were feeling completely dusted.
I'm toast, man. We went there, I think it was during the week, so like a lot of shit was hard to skate because everything was open, and we go to Lot 11 during the day, sweat our asses off, and then go skating later, like actually skating street.
And then we went to the famous like 6 stair gap over bar.
Another just dope Miami spot that just looks super cool. Like I can see why he wanted to force himself to skate it because it just looks rad. I don't know how the hell he was even like pushing around, let alone like thinking about skating down that thing. Yeah, kickflipped it, all chilling, and then he started popping nollie flips over it.
Mario again found that energy and battled that shit for another couple hours, I think.
It doesn't seem very easy to skate. It seemed like a quick throwdown, honestly, too, for a nollie flip. Because nollie, you have to go extra fast at something like that, you know?
We were already tired. Already had like 3 sessions that day, and then just went right to that.
That shit's like inspiring. So be able to watch, just watching him do it, imagining how his body feels, and just like wanting it that bad to keep trying and keep trying. Like,
apparently Mario doesn't get sore, so I'm jealous. He tried it for a while though. 2 battles, like back-to-back nights, you know? He's putting in work on that trip. It's cool.
Anytime I'm battling something like, well, shit, I wasted this much of my life. I just figured I'm here, I might as well handle it while I'm here and just not come back. And not have to be so bummed out that I just spent all this time and I didn't get anything.
I want to say he stuck like a good amount of them before he even rolled away too. I think it was like a tough one for him to roll away on.
he did it. He battled it out, got the trick.
He ended up doing it perfect, like Mario does, you know? He doesn't really land tricks, sketch.
I love that about Mario, because I'm the same way. And watching it that night, I did not plan to skate at all. Mario got the trick, we're super hyped, hop in the van, and then it's my turn.
Knibbs found this super cool, it was like a flat gap to granite ledge.
It was next to like the little valet zone, and there was like, it was like this huge high-rise building.
Skinny black marble ledge, ride on it in between some bushes, then you gap over, a couple feet gap, and then land and grind a skinny marble ledge, and grind it all the way, and then land into a driveway.
It's a sketchy spot, like there's a lot of room for error. If he throws down like incorrectly on it and catches the ground on the edge of the platform that he's riding on or something, that could be pretty dangerous, you know? Especially with the gap in the middle. It's, I don't know, it's just kind of a creepy spot.
But yeah, it was definitely more of a mental battle than like, the trick itself and like doing the trick wasn't that crazy, but just the mental part and exhaustion.
And like, there was no like kind of like ollie to test it. It was like, you just ollie and try to grind it, and if you stick, you stick. Like, that's the only way to test it.
I think he tried it for a little while, just getting the feel for jumping over it, where he's gonna land, where he's, you know, knowing that he's gonna grind.
And then I remember like 2 times in a row, I went to commit and I ollied and somehow landed and just rode across the ledge. And the ledge is like this big. I wanted it to be over so bad, just grind and get done and be out. And then the 2 times I was like, all right, I'm gonna commit. I just don't even grind, I just ride it.
Super high pressure situation, like super snobby rich people around, and he was like, fuck that, I'm getting this clip, and he did.
But then it worked out.
Yeah. But he handled it, you know, easy. Landed light-footed on the ledge, like nailed it, so it worked out well. Those are some of the best memories of trips, you know, is screwing around in parking lots at midnight, you know? Yeah, it was cool. Good times.
I mean, the whole trip was the highlight. I think all of us wish we were in Miami for longer, because it just was like, it was going so well, but we only had maybe like 2 or 3 days there. We did our thing at the contest, but definitely going to Miami and turning Knibbs Pro was like the highlight. So we were just, the whole time, like we were super hyped.
But yeah, before COVID, to our knowledge, on that Miami trip, we were just filming for the video and had more stuff coming up to go film for. And in the beginning, it was stressful, and I was definitely a little bummed that we couldn't put out what we've been working on. But throughout that time, it only worked out for the better, because I ended up filming more stuff that we were able to pick and choose what was in my part. And I filmed my ender, the 50-50 on the hubba.
I think they took the job seriously, you know? They were filming their pro video parts. I think they both knew that. They handled it, you know?
Yeah, we were productive in Miami. I think everybody got some footage in Miami. Yo, what's good? You want to see some more sick, cool, crazy, wild Santa Cruz videos? Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Yo, you forgot the most important thing. Along with subscribing, make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the newest Santa Cruz videos as soon as they drop. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.